Hi, here we are with two more of our seniors that are unfortunately losing their spring track season in their senior year. We got two young ladies here from Merrimack High School. Thanks, girls, so much for being with us. And, this is just our time to recognize the seniors and all the time you've put in since, unfortunately, you're not going to get your spring track season. So welcome, and let's find out a little bit about you guys. So we'll start off with Melanie. So how are you handling this COVID-19 related situation? Remote learning, training, isolation, how are you handling all that right now?
At first, it was really difficult, kind of going stir crazy, just being in the house 24/7. And then as like I got used to it, it's not as bad. Just wake up, get my classes over with, and then usually go out and do some training.
Okay, great. Johanna, how about you? How are you handling everything?
Yeah, I would say the same with Mel. It's been like a difficult transition, but I think like FaceTiming with my friends and like going out for walks and runs has kind of helped it like the time to go by fast.
Okay. How about training wise? For a while, we were hoping for a spring track season. So Johanna, let's start with you. Like, what were you doing, trying to stay in some kind of shape, hoping that we were going to get some kind of a season here?
Yeah, so I have a treadmill at home, so that's kind of good for like some quick like sprint workouts. And then I've been doing some like at home like YouTube workout videos too. And our coach sent us some like quick like plyometric stuff that we can do on our own. So I've been doing some of those too.
Okay. How about you, Melanie? What were you doing?
I've just been going on long runs and doing sprints after those long runs, whether it's hill sprints or just 100-meter sprints with a long short, like with a short break, and then going again, and then core.
Okay, good. So staying strong, starting to do some other stuff, maybe not just going out and running. Great. Okay. All right. So let's go with, well, let's talk about, since we're talking about working out, let's talk about our favorite, it could be spring track, winter track, whatever, your favorite track workout, Melanie. What's your favorite track workout and how come it's your favorite?
My favorite is definitely one of our indoor workouts where when our track isn't covered with snow, we would go out and we would do 200 circuits, and you just do a 200 at a given time. Usually it's like an 80% hard. And then you would do a core workout or like a little cardio workout on the side. And once you're done with that, you go and do it 4 times. And I just like it because of the intensity of it. And it's always just something that you feel really good after. You're kind of dead after, but you know you worked hard. So it's definitely a rewarding workout.
Great. It's good to know you appreciate hard work. So that's good. Most of my kids complain about those. So that's awesome that you appreciate it's hard, but you feel like it's working. That's great. How about you, Johanna? What's your favorite workout and how come?
Yeah, I would say my favorite workout would be hills. So we just do like we have this hill that's like kind of on the side of the school, and we alternate with like running up the full length of the hill and then doing like a half. And I just like that workout because it's same with Mel. Like it's just really rewarding, and I like pushing up the hill because it makes me faster afterwards.
Great. Okay. All right. So let's talk about some motivation. Johanna, we'll start with you this time. How does your coach motivate you? What works for motivation for you? Specific, general, whatever. So let's talk about some motivation.
Yeah, so I guess I can be kind of like insecure about my ability. So I guess he just does his best to make sure I'm like, in the right mind frame and not putting myself down. And I guess like being a leader on the team helps too, because I'm always pushing myself like in workouts and like to be like a good example for the team. So I guess that's good.
Yeah, it's great. How about you, Melanie?
Um, I personally strive to just always do better in my events. So I personally love if my coach gives me a critique on something. So that always motivates me to do better and just keep pushing to always like improve, and also what with what Johanna said, be a good role model with the team and like show them that hey, we got to work hard.
Good. Okay. All right. So let's talk about our favorite thing about track and field. What is our favorite thing? Melanie, we'll start with you.
Definitely, the meets are really fun, but I definitely enjoy the bus rides home. With
There you go.
That's probably one of my favorite things because everyone's exhausted. Either some people are either mad, disappointed, and then there's other people who are just so hyped and so excited because they had one of the best meets of their lives, or they were just happy with what they did. And it's like it's kind of a good mood on the bus ride back because we're all just like, thank God we're done. We get to go
Yeah.
home.
Not nervous anymore, so you can relax, right? Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. How about you, Johanna? What's your favorite thing about track and field?
I would definitely agree with Mel. I mean, the bus rides, just like the people in general, we just all have such a good time together. And like we hype each other up and we just have a bunch of inside jokes. And so like, yeah, the bus rides home are definitely super fun. So we all just like laugh about the day.
Okay. Now, I've been watching you guys for the last 4 years, so I know that you do lots of different events. You're multi-event kids. So I'm going to ask you what your favorite, this might be hard for you, but what's your favorite event? And we'll start with you.
Okay. I would
Hard,
say,
I know.
yeah. In between the 100 and 200, I would say the 200, just because I just love like using that curve to like really come into like the 100 straight away, and I just feel so like strong and powerful after. And it's can be a lot of like exertion, but it's definitely rewarding. So I love the two, I would say.
Okay. All right, Melanie, how about you?
Same with Johanna, kind of for the exact same reason. The curve, like I, that's one of my favorite things is to run is the curve, and just when you slingshot yourself around it and you hit that 100 perfectly with your acceleration, it's honestly like it's the best feeling for during a race. So
Okay, let's talk about next year. Both going to some great schools here, UMass Amherst and George Mason University. So what are our thoughts in terms of what we're majoring in? What do we want to do? And are we going to be doing track and field? Are we going to be doing some other sports or finding some clubs? Or Melanie, let's start with you next year.
So first I'll be majoring in biology, hopefully to make that into marine bio. And I will be playing. Actually, I committed to play Division One lacrosse there for them, so I'll be doing that next year.
Okay, great. All right, Johanna?
Same major as Mel. I'm majoring in bio and hopefully on a PA track or maybe pre-med. I'm thinking no about sports. I might do club volleyball, but I'm definitely planning on like working out around campus and stuff because I just love staying in shape.
Okay, great. Well, running's one of those sports that you can always do no matter what, right? You can always find people to run with, and you don't have to compete. You don't have to be on a team, so it can be part of your life forever. So good for you. Okay, so let's do a little lightning round. Let's do some quick fun ones to end our interview here. Find out a little bit of fun stuff about you guys. We did the serious stuff. So let's see, we'll start with Johanna. Who do you want to give a shout out to?
Oh, I would give a shout out to both my coaches, Coach Croto and Coach Leone, who have done so much for this team. They put literally everything they have into it, and so I just want to say big thanks to them for all they do.
Okay, Melanie?
I would love to do the same shout out, but like I also want to shout out our teammates too, because they definitely have made track the best experience ever. So without them or the coaches, it wouldn't be the same.
Okay, great. Anywhere in the world, where would you go, Melanie?
Oh wow, there's I have so many places that I'd love to go. Well, I guess number one on my list would be the island in Greece where Mamma Mia is kind of based off of.
Good choice. Yep, that would be a good choice. All right, gotta beat that, Johanna. Where would you go?
I don't think I can beat that. The first thing that came to mind when you said that was just Paris. I just think it's so pretty, and everyone's like hyped it up their whole lives. So I would go there.
Okay. All right, let's see. How about your favorite pre-meet meal, Johanna?
I don't like to eat like a lot of heavy stuff the day of the meet, so usually I just go with like a protein shake and then apple slices and peanut butter.
Okay, Melanie?
Chocolate chip muffins.
Oh, perfect. Just got it down. All right, one more question. How about the best advice or quote that was ever given to you? We'll start with you, Melanie.
The only ones that really stick with me when my coaches tell me everyone else is running in the same conditions as you. So there's no excuses. Like everyone are pushing, but who can handle their environment better really shows. So I think that really stuck with me because it shows like who's going to work harder.
I've used that one a lot. That's good. Yeah, some of those spring track meets when the weather is not ideal, right? Yep. How about you, Johanna? Best advice ever given to you? Best quote?
I think kind of going off of that, something my coach used to always tell me is that especially with like a 100, like everyone is like going the same speed like towards the middle, and it's just about who can like hold on to that speed for the longest. So that's something I've always like used like when I'm running.
Good advice. All right, ladies. Well, I want to thank you guys so much for being with us and sharing your stories. And all of our hearts are broken that you lost your spring track of your senior year. So sorry to, you know, earlier in the season, we thought maybe we'd get an abbreviated one. Sorry you guys didn't get that, but know that we're going to be watching you guys in the future. We'll be watching your lacrosse, and Johanna, maybe you'll decide to do some track. Who knows? We'll see. But we'll definitely, you know, we'll keep watching you guys. You get some big goals out there for biology. So best of luck. Thanks so much for all you've given for New Hampshire, and thanks so much for being with us.
Thank
Thank
you.
you for having us.